Wire is brought to you by Resora. Elevate your real estate marketing with Resora. Effortlessly design, manage, and automate stunning email and social campaigns with our intuitive platform built for real estate. Say goodbye to complex marketing. Get started with your free account today at Resora.com. And by Notebook LM by Google. Unlock the power of your information with Notebook LM. Upload your documents and instantly access an expert AI that answers your questions, summarizes key points, and generates insights, all based on your specific sources. Become a knowledge master with Notebook LM. Try it now at notebooklm.google.
All right, so let's jump into some of the big real estate news from that last week of December.
Yeah.
We've got market predictions, legal battles, even advice on how to make your social media pop in 2025.
That's right.
You ready to get energized for the new year?
Absolutely. I think the industry is buzzing right now with a mix of cautious optimism, but also a real drive to adapt.
Yeah.
After that roller coaster of a year.
I like that, a roller coaster.
It's not just about weathering the storm anymore.
Right.
It's about leveling up your game and becoming that agent that everyone wants on their side.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so RISMedia dropped some insights from industry experts about what the market might look like in 2025. Some are saying flat prices in those pricey coastal markets, but others are pointing to cities like Austin and Phoenix as potential hotspots for growth.
It's interesting because you've got these varying predictions, but then you've got agents on the ground like Robert Elson, who's really emphasizing the importance of understanding those localized market trends.
Yeah.
He believes those nuances are going to be key for success in 2025.
Yeah.
It's not a one-size-fits-all market anymore.
Totally. And speaking of localized trends, remember that city-to-suburb migration?
Oh, yeah.
That we saw during the pandemic?
Absolutely.
Well, Michael Weiner predicts it might be making a comeback.
Really?
As people continue to prioritize space and affordability.
Interesting.
So if we connect that to the bigger picture, it seems that affordability and land availability are becoming huge driving forces for buyers.
For sure.
Which might be why the South and West are continuing to be so attractive.
Right. It's like this puzzle, figuring out where the pieces fit in this ever-changing landscape.
It definitely keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
And speaking of interesting, Housing Wire had this article about the benefits of joining real estate teams, which is something I know you have a lot of experience with.
Yeah, I do. I think it's a fantastic option for those agents looking for structure and support.
Right.
A collaborative environment. Think about it this way. You gain access to a steady flow of leads, training programs, tech support.
Yeah.
All of those things can really streamline your business.
Right.
Plus, there's the camaraderie and the mentorship that comes from being part of a team.
Okay. I'm sold on the camaraderie.
Yeah.
But the article also mentioned some potential downsides.
Yeah.
Right. Like reduced commissions and maybe even a little bit less independence.
That's right. You do need to carefully consider those trade-offs.
Yeah.
Reduced commissions are pretty standard.
Right.
You're sharing a portion with the team leader and the team as a whole.
Right.
You might also have less control over things like your schedule and branding.
Yeah.
Compared to working solo.
So it's all about weighing the pros and cons and figuring out what aligns with your own personality and your own goals.
Yeah.
And speaking of personality, the article highlighted different team structures.
Oh, yeah.
Like the family team and the main character energy team. And it seems like finding that right team culture is just as important as the practical benefits.
It really is. And you have to be aware of those potential red flags, too.
Oh, yeah.
Things like a lack of structure, unclear roles, or high turnover. Those are signs that the team dynamic might not be a healthy one.
So do your research and make sure it's a good fit for you before you even think about joining.
Exactly.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
And talk about something that can be a game changer for any agent's business.
Right.
Whether you're on a team or social media.
Yes.
Housing Wire had this article full of strategies for 2025.
Right.
And the biggest takeaway for me was this emphasis on building a reputation.
Really?
Rather than chasing after viral fame.
Interesting.
It's really interesting how this ties into what we were just talking about with localized markets.
Yeah.
And the importance of building those strong relationships. Social media is no longer about just broadcasting to the masses.
For sure.
It's about creating genuine connections.
Right.
Establishing yourself as a trusted expert
Yeah.
in your specific niche.
I love that.
And they had some really great advice from top agents like Glenda Baker.
Yeah, I know Glenda.
Who's built a huge following by being completely authentic and creating that raw, unfiltered video content.
Yeah.
It's about letting people see the real flaws. And
Absolutely.
I'm all about embracing the cringe.
Me too.
And remember that advice about emotional hooks.
Yeah.
Being crucial for social media success.
It's about grabbing attention.
Right.
But it's also about resonating with your audience on a deeper level. For example, they had this really great example of a post targeting empty nesters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, highlighting the emotional aspects of downsizing and transitioning to a new chapter of life.
That's such a smart approach.
Yeah.
And I love the emphasis on scroll-stopping hooks.
Yes.
To pique curiosity.
Yeah.
And encourage that engagement.
Right.
It's like you're writing a mini headline for every post, trying to make it irresistible for people to click and learn more.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even the most captivating content won't get you very far.
Right.
If you're not consistent.
So true.
They really stressed the importance of having a content calendar.
Yeah.
Sticking to a regular posting schedule.
Consistency is key.
It is.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back with some more insights and advice to help you crush it in 2025.
Awesome.
Hey there, thanks for tuning into The Wire. If you're enjoying the show and want to help us keep bringing you the latest in real estate, visit us at thewire.fm and click the Support the Wire button in the main navigation. Your support makes all the difference. Thank you. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. And you know, it seems like consistency is a theme that runs through everything we've talked about today, from understanding local markets to building relationships on social media.
Right.
And it leads us perfectly to this next article from Housing Wire, which delves into this legal battle brewing between NAR and Phoenix Realtors over their MLS Choice program.
This one definitely caught my eye. So for those who haven't been following this saga, Phoenix Realtors launched this program that allows agents to access the MLS without being forced to join NAR.
Right.
Or the Arizona Association of Realtors.
And this has ruffled some feathers, to say the least.
Yeah.
NAR sees it as a direct violation of their bylaws.
Right.
And a threat to their trademark and member benefits.
I can see how they'd feel that way.
Yeah.
It's like shaking up the established order. But Phoenix Realtors is standing firm, claiming that this is all about promoting agent choice.
Yeah.
And encouraging innovation in the industry.
Their CEO, Andrea Aker, believes that a one-size-fits-all approach is stifling progress.
Right.
She argues that agents should have the flexibility to choose what works best for them and their business.
It's a fascinating debate, and it really makes you think about the future of professional organizations.
Yeah.
And how they adapt to the evolving needs of their members.
Absolutely.
Is this a power struggle or a legitimate concern for NAR? I guess time will tell how this plays out.
It does highlight the importance of staying informed about industry changes.
Yeah.
And being prepared to navigate these complexities.
Totally. And speaking of navigating complexities, let's talk about a topic that can help agents really stand out from the crowd.
Okay.
Social media marketing.
Yes.
That Housing Wire article had some great tips.
It did.
On how to craft content that resonates with buyers and sellers in 2025. One thing that really resonated with me was the emphasis on storytelling and authenticity.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just posting dry facts and market updates, they encourage agents to embrace their personalities.
Right.
Share their unique stories and experiences.
It's about humanizing yourself and your brand.
Absolutely. And remember that point about emotional hooks?
Oh, yeah. Those are so powerful.
They gave a great example of a post targeting empty nesters, tapping into those emotional aspects of downsizing and transitioning to a new chapter.
It's about understanding your audience's needs and desires on a deeper level.
It's like you're speaking directly to their hearts, not just their wallets.
Exactly.
I love that they suggested using tools like CapCut for video editing, Buffer for scheduling, and Coffee and Contracts for social media templates.
Those are great tools.
Like they're giving you a toolkit for social media success.
Exactly. But remember, tools are only as good as the person using them.
Right.
It's about using those tools strategically and creatively to amplify your message and connect with your audience in a meaningful way.
Speaking of meaningful connections, let's move on to a topic that can really enrich your professional journey.
All right.
Building your real estate library.
I love it.
Housing Wire curated an awesome list of must-read books for 2025.
Yes.
And I'm itching to hear which ones caught your eye.
Oh, this list is pure gold.
Yeah.
What's so great about it is it's categorized by specific areas of growth.
Okay.
We've got books on mindset, motivation, communication skills.
Wow.
Finding your purpose, real estate strategy, productivity, self-awareness.
That's amazing.
It's like a roadmap for personal and professional development.
And they included some insightful quotes and takeaways from agents.
They did.
Who have actually read these books and applied the lessons.
Yeah.
For instance, Rebecca Del Pozo talked about how failing forward helped her reframe failures as learning opportunities.
So important.
It's about embracing those setbacks and using them as fuel for growth.
Absolutely. I was really drawn to Leah Honani Awakuhi McCann's recommendation of John Acuff's book on goal setting. It's a reminder that success is often about having a clear vision, breaking down your goals into actionable steps, and staying committed to the process.
It's not about overnight transformations.
Right.
It's about consistent effort.
Absolutely.
And building those positive habits over time.
Consistency is definitely a recurring theme.
It is. And speaking of consistency, there's one book on this list that I think every agent should read.
All right.
Regardless of their experience level.
What is it?
The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Kerry Keller, Dave Jenks, and Jay Papasan.
A classic for a reason.
It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah.
It lays out a proven system for building a successful real estate business.
Right.
And the principles are timeless.
They are timeless.
Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro.
Yeah.
There's always something to learn from this book.
Absolutely.
I couldn't agree more. All right, I think we're going to take another quick break to process all this amazing information and get ready for our final round of insights.
That's good.
Hey there, thanks for tuning into The Wire. If you're enjoying the show and want to help us keep bringing you the latest in real estate, visit us at thewire.fm and click the Support the Wire button in the main navigation. Your support makes all the difference. Thank you. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. We've explored market trends, legal battles, team dynamics, the power of social media and books.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
But there's one more gem from Housing Wire that I can't wait to unpack.
Oh, what's that?
The art of designing the perfect real estate logo.
It's visual branding.
Yeah.
It's often overlooked, but it can make a world of difference in how you're perceived in the market.
For sure. The article had some really interesting insights into iconic real estate logos.
Yeah.
And what makes them so effective.
Absolutely.
What stood out to me was how many of the most memorable logos were actually text-based.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than relying on fancy graphics.
Yeah.
It seems like simplicity and timelessness are key when it comes to creating a logo that will stand the test of time.
Absolutely. And they emphasize the importance of legibility, especially at smaller sizes.
Yeah.
Your logo needs to be easily recognizable on everything from business cards to social media profiles.
Like that saying less is more.
Yes.
A well-crafted word mark can be just as impactful
for sure
as a flashy graphic.
But it's not just about aesthetics.
Right.
A logo should also convey a message.
Yeah.
About your brand identity, your mission, your values.
It's like a visual shorthand for who you are and what you stand for.
Exactly. Think about those iconic logos that we see every day. They evoke certain feelings and associations.
Yeah.
That's the power of a well-designed logo.
You're telling me I need to put on my thinking cap and really consider what message I want my logo to send to the world.
Absolutely.
No pressure.
And remember, it's a process.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to experiment, get feedback, refine your design. Until it feels just right.
Yeah.
It's an investment worth making.
Great advice. Well, it seems like we've reached the end of our real estate news roundup.
That's right.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
From market predictions to branding strategies. And I hope you're feeling as energized and inspired as I am.
Me too.
To tackle this new year.
Absolutely.
But before we sign off, I want to leave you with a challenge.
Okay. I love challenges.
Think back to everything we've discussed today and ask yourself, what's one actionable step you can take this week to implement what you've learned? It could be reaching out to a potential team leader, brainstorming some scroll-stopping social media hooks, or even just picking up one of those books and carving out some time for reading.
I love it.
It's not about trying to do everything at once.
Yeah.
It's about taking small but consistent steps towards your goals.
That's it.
And speaking of consistency, We'll be back next week with more insights and inspiration to help you stay ahead of the curve in this ever-changing world of real estate.
Until then, happy selling.
And happy learning.
The Wire has been brought to you by Resora. Elevate your real estate marketing with Resora. Effortlessly design, manage, and automate stunning email and social campaigns with our intuitive platform built for real estate. Say goodbye to complex marketing. Get started with your free account today at Resora.com. And by Notebook LM by Google. Unlock the power of your information with Notebook LM. Upload your documents and instantly access an expert AI that answers your questions, summarizes key points, and generates insights, all based on your specific sources. Become a knowledge master with Notebook LM. Try it now at notebooklm.google.